The shit that you really want is hidden behind the shit that you really don't want to do.
That was hard. I can hear the rain battering off the windows. 2:34 AM. I'm out. Gonna do my 2 kilometre warm up. Then I've got 3 minute, 2 minute, 1 minute times 3 with half recoveries. 3 minute rep, 90-second recovery. 2 minute rep, 1 minute recovery. 1 minute rep, 30-second recovery. Repeat over 2 more times after that. So I'm gonna get my warm up done now, then crack on with the workout. There's my warm up done. And I'm not sure how long this session's going to be distance wise, but roughly around about 6 or 7k. But even though saying 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute 3 times, it's, you know, it's basically 3 by 6 minutes. But with the recoveries and the speed that I plan on doing, I will cover a good chunk of distance. So, well, for that a good chunk of distance for that time anyway, hopefully. I feel good. I got 5 hours kip just under last night, which is kind of normal. I think people have asked me about my sleep, and over the past month I've averaged around 5 hours 45 minutes a night, which is decent for me. Like, everyone's different, but you know, just under 6 hours is cool. That mythical 8 hours sleep, what everyone tries to bang on about, yeah, good luck with getting that. So a decent kip last night, sort of up, attacking the day in the best way possible that I can think of. The time now, it is 2:47. So this main workout's only, I think, half an hour long, something like that, just under. You know, so the workout should be done for around about 3:20. Right, let's get ready for some speed. That was hard. That was 6.74 kilometres long. Average pace 3:56 per kilometre the whole run. I'm going to do my 10-minute cool down now. What a win. What a win for the day. Like, you know, 98% of the population now just got up for the piss, or they're having the second dream. You know, they're not out running intervals. So that's a win, that for me. And it starts my day off great. Oh, I want to win. Buzzing with that. How can I be happy out here doing this at this time in the morning? It's just, it doesn't make sense, does it? It feels so good. Right, let's get the cool down done. And I've won the day. I think that's the earliest I've ever put in a shift like that. I think that's the earliest I've run, but that's definitely the earliest I've put in that kind of effort at that time. It was done for a reason at that time, and that's because I've just about enough time to get that done, get back, and now I've got, you know, 20 minutes before I've got to be in work, so I timed that good. And I said to Kay last night, I don't know why, but I just fancy getting up really early and getting my session done. Well, she was like, well, you in work at like 4:30. What time do you plan on getting up? 2. You won't do that. And that was it then. I was like, I will, watch me. The added challenge of doing this and getting up and getting it done early just fucking made me up for it more than what I would have been doing it at 1:30 in the afternoon. Does that even make sense? I'm more up for it to get up and get this done in the like witching hour than I am at 1:30 in the afternoon. Anyway, now I've got to go and drive some buses for the day. All these new buses in the yard, all the new ultraliners, loads of them. They've not even left yet because it's too early in the morning. It's only 4:15. Got the hybrids over there, the electrics, the wash over here where they clean the buses in the garage, and I'm most likely going to be in one of these ultraliners, or because it's so early in the morning, there might be one on the front line which might be a hybrid. We'll see anyway. I'll find out when I get in there. I'll go sign on for my duty now, and I've got enough time to grab a coffee before I start. Bosh. Board 108. There we go. There we go. I need to find bus WDS 345. Should be on the front line, which is over here. Let's leave this depot and get out of here. Right, so now we run empty, run dead all the way to Princess Road and start the 86 service outside the Premier Inn, Southern Cemetery. The splits for that workout went really well. They did really go well. For me anyway, every single rep was low 330 kilometer pace to mid 330 kilometer pace. Apart from one rep I think in the last set, the 2-minute rep. But other than that, I couldn't complain, it went great. And if you're ever stuck for a workout that doesn't look too complicated on paper and doesn't look too far, because all my workouts are time based, they're not distance based, give it a shot. And it's tough as well, because after you've done your 1-minute rep you have 30 seconds rest, and then you're back into a 3-minute rep, so you really have to manage your effort levels well on the workout. But I'm pleased with how my running is going lately, but I also know how your running can just flip and certain things can happen and it can just all, you know, go to pot, so to speak. Because I'm riding a high wave of motivation at the minute, but there will be times where I won't be motivated, and it's whether I really want to be bothered getting out the door at that point. Because when you don't want to do something, you don't want to be forced to do it, even by yourself. So, you know, it's just one of them. You have peaks and troughs in your training where it goes well and then it doesn't go well. I'm sure there'll be a time where I just stop training for a bit again, and I'm sure there'll be a time after this where I pick it back up and I'm, you know, really doing well and I'm being consistent at it. But it's just riding the wave of life really with training. I'm waiting to pick up a bus now, board 137. I've got to get this bus, and this bus essentially will run me into Piccadilly as the 43, back to Manchester Airport, then back to this point here where I finish for the day. I got a feeling this bus will be late, which I hope is not the case, but it is what it is. Well, that's a day bus driving complete and running. I've literally had nothing to eat and I've been up since 2 AM, so I'm looking forward to getting some scran when I get home. When people ask me like, why would you want to get up so early and run? Like, look at this. You've got the world to yourself. If you can get past going to bed early and getting out of bed in the middle of the night, I just don't know why I never did it sooner. No one's in my way, no traffic. I'm running in the middle of the road. Obviously no headphones in or anything like that, but it's just so peaceful. Anyway, 11 kilometers today. Around about 7 miles should do me for the day. It was 11.3 kilometers, average pace was 4:52. And the average heart rate was, I think, 135, so just cool. A good way to start the day. 1 minute past 4 in the morning. We've already 7 miles covered for the day. Now shower and drive some buses. Well, I don't usually complain about this place because it's dead easy compared to what I used to do, but today was just busy. I actually got a sore ass. I was sat in that seat that long. Good run this morning though. That was one of them runs where it'd been good to do a session today because everything felt really good. My heart rate was a lot lower than what it was yesterday for the pace. Mix and match with these when you're doing your heart rate. You'll go out one day, your heart rate might be really low and your pace will be quick and you think, bloody hell. The next day, you know, your heart rate might be a little bit high for that pace and you're running a little bit slower. So my average heart rate on that run was 132 beats per minute. Absolutely madness. 135 beats per minute about a month ago was 5-minute kilometre pace. I'm just going with effort here on my easy days and I'm trying to keep my heart rate between 130 and 140, so anywhere between there is great. I'd rather stay mid 130s if I can. Fit this mirror on. Check that bad boy. Lights, hazards. Get this ticket machine loaded up. See, we've got now 11 minutes to get into town. We ain't getting into town in 11 minutes. I can tell you that now. We'll probably get into town like I got into town last time, 5 minutes late, and probably leave 5 minutes late after loading up. These trips that we do into town and out of town on the bus, we have a set amount of time to complete the whole trip, but we've not at the same time. We have a set amount of time to get from one timing point to the next timing point, and then if we get there early, we wait until we leave at the time we should leave, and then we've got a set amount of time to get to the next timing point. So if you get to one timing point 2 minutes early, it's irrelevant what that 2 minutes is gone. You wait, and then some timing points you will reach, and you'll reach them with ease, and other timing points you just struggle to meet. If you're a passenger and you get in the bus, never underestimate the art of preparation, because being prepared with your card, your ticket, your pass, whatever it is, and having everything ready when you get on the bus, you don't understand how much we appreciate that, because you're literally talking, you're saving us minutes, unless obviously you're legging it for the bus. You can't prepare for anything then. Well, I've ended up leaving Piccadilly, leaving the stands 6 minutes late. I knew I would. I just knew it. But we're exiting Parker Street now, Piccadilly bus station, and then get back en route. I'm glad I got my run done this morning and got that out of the way, so I can just get home and chill out and enjoy some time with the kids and Kay, obviously. Well, I was going to get up and do a hard 10k this morning before work, which wouldn't have bothered me considering what I've been doing this week. But when I heard the wind howling through the ginnel and the rain smashing off the windows, I just thought, oh, give yourself a break, will ya? It's crazy, and then this stupid...
In this weather? Well, he's mad, isn't he?
Well, he might be mad. He'd have to be bloody stupid to be out
I just wasn't keen on doing that. Don't get me wrong, I'm still out before 4 o'clock, but I'm just walking to the bus stop so I can get the bus to work. I can just get me run done. If the wind's still like this, it's the treadmill in it, but the thing is, if it was going to be an easy run or steady or something like that, you don't care. Wind and rain don't bother me. But if you want to get a good quality workout and you want to get some good time on your run, you can't be doing that in this wind. So get the bus now and go and start my shift within Shaw bus station. Get in. I'm sure this bus is running at this early. Yeah, 43, 10 past 4. That's good. I'm just checking how my morning's looking. I've got basically the same duty what I did on Tuesday. I leave here as the 86 and go to Southern Cemetery outside the Premier Inn and do the 86. A couple of trips on the 86 and then some 85s. And then I have my break on about 10ish or something like that here. Just finished my first trip into town and back out of town as the 86. Now I'm at Charlton bus station. I've got to go back in and out as an 86, then in and out as an 85. I've got to go in as an 85 and out as an 85A. What I'm doing is I'm repeating the same training cycle what I did. I did a big 5k training cycle and I went from 22 minutes to 19 and a half, from 19 and a half to 1906, from 1906 to 1848. And all the workouts that I did during that process were all different. They were all mixed up. They were all kept my body guessing every week. There wasn't one that was just repetitive every week. So I've gone back to the beginning of that and I'm doing all 5k specific based workouts. And on this particular part of my training cycle, what I did last time, I did a hard 10k. I did a 42-minute 10k, I think. So I don't think it's unreasonable to say I want to knock couple of minutes off that time. And when I say a hard 10k, I don't mean go for a PB, I don't mean go for a hard time trial where I'm really pushing it. I just mean a hard effort where I can maintain a steady pace throughout the whole run and I'm feeling fatigued near the end but I'm not completely done, where if I've still got room I want to pick it up the last kilometre and really like push the last kilometre. I want to control the pace throughout 8 or 9k. That's my plan, but you know, best laid plans and all that. If I can hit 10k in 40 minutes and still feel fresh at the end of it where I think I had a lot left to give, that'll be a good effort. I'm off to the gym, 2 kilometre warm up, hard 10k, get some good effort in there. Anyway, I'll whip in here now. Hopefully I might catch a nice quiet part of the gym where nobody's in here. Oh, hold on. Yeah, right. Doesn't matter what time you come here. Unless you come here early hours in the morning, like when I come here at 2 AM. Other than that, you ain't catching no quiet part. Right, let me get parked up and get in the gym. It's good this as well, because if I get a hard effort done on the treadmill, flat obviously, wear my heart rate strap, little heart rate band there, get to check out some good metrics. And I know if my heart, if I look down and I feel like I'm giving it everything, but my heart rate's 150, it's like, no. You got a bit more in you there, mate. You got more in you, you can keep going. I like looking at heart rate for that reason, and I also don't like looking at heart rate because you can look down and think, oh, I better back off because my heart rate's high. Whereas I wouldn't listen to that. I would just carry on regardless and just keep running if my heart rate was high or not. I don't like being limited like that. I just go for it. But also, in a good sense, if you're wearing it and it's telling you you're not working hard enough, you know you're not tired then. Everything's set. Just put this away. But actually it's quite decent. Didn't look it from out there. Let's pick my treadmill now. I think I'll go on this one. Right, I'm gonna set this treadmill now to 15.5 kilometers an hour. That should do for now. Start this. Straight in. 40 minutes.
40 minutes?
Yeah, let's see how I handle that. I got my heart rate strap on, so I can check if I'm actually in a bad spot. If it gets to 170, I'm getting near a bad spot. Oh, that was a tough workout. That was solid. The treadmill read 10.67 kilometres, average pace 3:51 per kilometre. But my watch read 3:56 per kilometre, 39:24, so I'll go with that for 10k. The belt was going for like 300 metres before I jumped on it, because I wanted to get the treadmill up to speed before I jumped on it, and I'm wearing the Quoros Pod 2, so I'll go off that speed, even though I'd rather go off that one. But bottom line is though, I just ran for 40 minutes on a treadmill at 15.5 kilometres an hour. The first 33 minutes before it got to 8 kilometres on my watch, it was 15.5 kilometres an hour. Then I upped the treadmill speed at the 8th kilometre to 15.6, and then when the 9th kilometre rang on my watch, I upped the treadmill speed to 16 kilometres an hour and ran the last kilometre at 16 kilometres an hour, which read different on my watch obviously, but it still ran a little bit quicker. That's great. 2 kilometre warm up. This workout, I'm just going to do my cool down now and then head to the car. Honestly people, this is the best treadmill shape I've ever been in. See what I mean about the wind? Can you hear it? Bad, innit? Yeah, I'm glad I did that in there. And it was a good heart rate test as well, you know, on the treadmill, to just run at a consistent pace for so long, to just build up a little bit of data. I can come back in and do that again in about a month or two. So it is now 27 minutes past 11 on Sunday night, and I just tried to go on a run then. I've left it all day, and I shouldn't have just even tried to go on a run then. I should have just known. But I went on did my session on the treadmill on Friday, as you've seen, and it was a belting session. I woke up Saturday morning at 4:30. Well, I was out running for 4:30. I was up for 4 o'clock, and I got 8 kilometres done, 5 miles. Everything went perfect. Everything felt fine. But breakfast time Saturday, while I was in work, I just felt a little bit of tightness in my left hamstring, a little bit of DOMS, like delayed onset muscle soreness, which I get, and I usually get it after pushing myself hard on the treadmill, so I know that's where it's come from. It's just took a day or two to kick in, and it is what it is. And this has happened to me before when I've gone hard on the treadmill a couple of months ago. I ended up skipping a long run that weekend, but I thought today I'll just let myself rest, because I've technically rested all day Saturday because I got my run done so early. And then I thought all day today, and I'll see how I feel, and I'm a bit nutty and I can go out at midnight and run, you know what I mean? But it's not worth it. So I can potentially go on a run now and run 10 miles, and I can turn something that's nothing into something that could potentially keep me out of running for a week, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to leave it there, end the week on 64k. Done 2 good sessions this week, a lot of good easy / steady running, and that's how it's going to have to go. I'll just, you know, go again tomorrow. If I could go back in time, I still do the session on the treadmill over this long run. I do the long run every week, same intensity, same distance all the time. The session I did on Friday is very few and far between. I don't do many of them, so I'd still pick that session. Anyway, that's it for the week. I hope you enjoyed the video, and there'll be more next week, definitely.